Yesterday, I had to go to the hospital. And last week, I also had to go to the hospital. And 2 months ago, I was in the hospital. And last year, I was as well. And through that entire time, all the doctors I've worked with haven't been able to get to the bottom of what's causing this very specific health issue that I've been dealing with over the past year or so. And I figured I'd give you guys an update about it because it's definitely affecting my output on this channel. I mean, it's affecting me as well. And I miss talking to you guys. So a lot of this began in sort of September-ish last year. I'd been doing a lot more workouts. I was feeling really good. I had just sort of set up to move into this place. And I was really excited. And then just sort of out of nowhere almost, I developed this sore throat and at the same time developed this weird pain in my abdomen. And so with these sorts of things, doctors are always like, well, the sore throat might just go away. It's whatever. The pain in the abdomen could be appendicitis. You never know. So we'll do some tests. We'll keep an eye on it, but we think you're okay for now. Fast forward a month or so, basically no change. So I was like, oh, okay, that's bizarre. And it's also really annoying because we're about to go into the launch of a new COD and I'm having trouble speaking because my voice is so sore. So I tried to sort of push through wherever I could. I tried to get content out that was a little less stream dependent and a little bit more focused on just tips and tricks and bits and pieces like that I could control a little bit more and that I didn't have to do live in case I was having a particularly bad day with my throat pain. And that was kind of okay while it was the launch of a new game and there was a lot of hype around it, but it really didn't make sense for me to be pushing into this kind of painful output when, I mean, it wasn't even zombies content, right? It was something entirely new. And so I could experiment in this new area while dealing with this thing, or I figured I could kind of prioritize my health and take a little bit more of a step back from things and just sort of reassess. And in doing so, I've been launching some new business ventures and those have been really exciting. And I've mentioned that here and there on the channel, but that's what a lot of my focus day to day these days is going into. But over the last sort of 6 months or so, I've essentially had a bunch of tests done to try and figure out what the hell's going on. And I won't bore you with too much of the detail, but I've sort of got a half answer for one thing and not even a half answer for the other. So the abdomen thing seemingly is this thing called Gilmore's groin, which footballers get. And I'm not a footballer, so that's a bizarre thing for me to have managed to stumble into. But I think it's come from my gym workouts somehow. Essentially, the reason it's a footballer thing is it comes from kicking motions. And so I think that just because I've been lifting pretty heavy in the gym and I'm new to that, I mean, I've only been lifting for about 18 months now. And within a year of starting my gym workouts, I was already squatting like 1.5 times my body weight. I weigh about 60 kilos, 65 kilos, 70 kilos, and I'd be lifting upwards of 100, 110 kilos, like that sort of region. So it may be that there's something that contributed there where there was just loads of pressure on me. I don't know. I mean, I've made some great gym gains over the last 18 months. I'm super proud of myself. But now that I have this diagnosis, which took forever, like I had to get 3 ultrasounds in order to finally figure it out. And as a man, it's always a quite amusing experience to have an ultrasound because they sort of do the ultrasound and you look at the screen and you're sort of there like, if I was a woman having a baby, like I'd just be able to see it on the screen right now. But instead, all I can see is like my abdominal wall, like the most boring alternative ever. It's just like a flat line compared to a child. Anyway, so I think I know that that's what that pain is now. And so I'm basically on a rest protocol to try and make sure that I don't aggravate it any further and that I don't need surgery. But that means that I'm not able to work out my legs, which is really upsetting because I love my leg days so much and I was making such good progress. And I'm also losing weight now because I'm not eating as much, because I'm not as motivated to go to the gym, because I can't do the stuff in the gym that I want to do. It's a pain, man. And separate to all of that, all of the stuff that I've had done for my throat has just turned up like totally normal. So I've got this really persistent pain, but there's no like vocal fold damage. There's no obvious growths in there. Like they've done stuff where I've had to swallow this really awful kind of chalky liquid and kind of concrete thickness liquid. Like it was really, really horrid. And they then x-rayed me while I was doing that and got a visualization of my throat and stuff based on that. And that was all like totally normal. I've had a camera in my nose. That turned out normal. I've got to go back to the hospital next week again to get another camera down my nose. And that's going to go all the way down my throat into my stomach, I think. And that's going to be real weird. But as you can probably guess right now, it isn't the first time I've had that done because they just can't figure out what's going on. But it really gets in the way of my content creation. It means that I sit down to record a video like I'd normally record, and even this one right now, and I'm not able to be, hi guys, like, I can't do that because it's so painful. And it's tough. Like, there have been various events in my kind of friendship circles over the last year where it would have been really useful to be able to just jump on a call with people and just chat. And instead, I've kind of been here like, well, can't really speak super easily right now. So like, can we just stay on text? And it's a pain in the ass. So I'm telling you guys all this because I just wanted to give you an update that I know that there's been a lot of discussion recently about what's going to happen with zombies next year, or rather this year now, only a couple months away. I know that there's a lot of folks that are curious if I'm going to kind of make more of an effort to get some zombies content out because I've sort of fallen off the bandwagon with the Modern Warfare 2 stuff. And the answer to that is absolutely yes. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm going to completely shy away from Modern Warfare 3 just because I've had to with Modern Warfare 2, but rather, like, there have been things that have just been in the way. And I mean, I'm really hoping they'll be resolved by the time Modern Warfare 3 comes out. But if not, I might just have to find some new ways of dealing with this. And that's going to be a work in progress for me. And it sucks ass because I've grown very used to my usual rhythm over the years and my usual ways of operating. I've been doing this 15 years pretty much. And to have to suddenly sit back and say, actually, you physically aren't able to create the output that you usually would because 20 minutes of recording knackers your entire throat. Like, it really sucks. And it's made me really sad. So I just wanted to give you guys an update about that. And in the meantime, I am doing bits and pieces in other areas. So I do have some other business ventures that I've been exploring. I'm going to be working with Pipeline, the leading kind of creator development platform. Like, they do a lot of creator education, creator coaching, that sort of stuff, on some course content and some bits and pieces in the next couple of months, which I'm really excited about. And I've been kind of really digging into that whole creator coaching consultation side of things because it's a lot easier for me to dish out 15 years of knowledge on a call in a relaxed way than it is to make a video right now, because I just don't have to be quite as on camera with my projection and things like that. So I've been leaning into that, and also doing some fun stuff with trying to help certain sort of game studios build out their creator relations and bits and pieces in that area. So there's really fun stuff happening. It's just there's not a lot of zombies content happening right now. And I'm sorry about that because I really genuinely am in a pretty happy place with the content that I am outputting right now. It's just not happening on this channel. And I would really like to dabble with a little bit more zombie stuff. I just currently physically am not able to. And that sucks. And there's not been a lot of times during my career where that's actually been something I've had to deal with. So this is new for me, and it's not super easy for me either. But I'm trying to figure it out. The doctors are trying to figure it out. We're working on it. We'll see where it goes. In the immediate future, I've got a really cool video coming out tomorrow. Really hope that you guys tune in for that. By the time you watch this video, it might already be out. It's a collaboration with Sony that I did. We shot it several months ago, and I've just sort of needed a bit of extra time to get it edited, but I'm so excited to show you that one because it's such a quirky video, and I think it's just a really fun watch. So any support that you guys can share on that vid would be absolutely amazing. I'll link it on screen right now if it's up by the time you're watching this. And yeah, I just want to say, for all of you that are being patient with me while I get through this, I really massively appreciate it. And all of your love and support and the messages you send me that are so encouraging genuinely warm my heart, and I can't thank you enough. So that's what's going on with me. I haven't quit zombies. Like, I will return. I just need to pick my battles and make sure that I'm there for the really big launches. So I'll be there absolutely for Modern Warfare 3. But in the meantime, right now, while things are a little cooler, I'm focusing on prioritizing my health instead. And I hope you understand that. I love you guys genuinely, and I'll see you soon.